That you are born again does not mean that you conquer patterns and foundations, and I will explain. That you are born again does not mean that patterns and foundations are completely erased in your journey to heaven. I got born again 35 years ago, 27th February 1989, about 35. And I can tell you, because I know that a lot of people usually quote this particular place in the Bible. In 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. When a man is in Christ Jesus, all things are passed away. Behold, every other thing becomes new. These are the commonest verses Christians quote when they became born again. Let me explain. As I said, I've been born again for 35 years, or about 35 years. But my body was not new, and my suit was not new. Because the Bible said everything becomes new. My shoe was not new. It has been the way I kept it. When I became born again, the only personal experience I had was what the Bible called regeneration of the spirits. And that is what being born again is all about. It is a new birth. It simply implies the activation of the spirit man. Because before I got born again, I was a dead man in sin. In other words, the dead that walk, the dead that live, the dead that goes on to his personal activities. So being born again is a spiritual birth. It has nothing to do with foundations and the patterns, and I will make it much clearer to you. Family. In Galatians chapter 5, from 22 down, the Bible talks about the fruits of the Spirit, because being born again, as I said, it is spiritual birth. Then the only way people would know that you are a born again is by the fruits of the Spirit that would reflect to your body, to this carnal body. And the Bible listed them there. What are the fruit of the Spirit? Holiness, caring, loving, long-suffering, forgiveness. Name them. These are the fruits of the Spirit. These are the signs that you are a born again. When people